Welcome to the show,
guys.
It's another beautiful day where we hint you on what's happening in the world in general.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, welcome to Fuze Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. My name is Medici, and I'm here with the gang.
ABA Kings here. What's going on?
I want Medici to introduce me.
Oh, really?
Yes,
okay.
introduce me
We
to
also
them.
have the beautiful, the lady with the great smile. No other than Gabby.
Why are you feeling yourself?
Wow, Medici, thank you so much. I never expected it. Should I go on?
Alright, guys, we have a lot to talk about on the show. If you want to listen, don't touch that dial.
We'll be right back.
Enjoy the simple moments where you get. Show your style, don't go limit yourself. I beg you, don't let worries scatter your head. Oh, don't forget, make sure say you be yourself. Hey, chop life, live life, do the things when go make you happy. Them know like I'm too once left. Everybody gets your own flavor. Chop life, drink up, one glass of martini to step down. Them know like I'm too once left. Everybody gets your own flavor. Oh, yeah, flavor.
Multina, share happiness.
Fuze Unbothered.
Alright, so we've seen a lot of Nollywood actors, musicians, celebrities basically showing off their kids, being models, actors, making money and all of that. But what I haven't seen, I don't know about you guys, is the cold Zobo Lady Bakare decided to serve us this morning.
Cold Zobo. I like your description.
Please, yes. I don't understand how a 13-year-old
Can afford
to buy her 9-year-old brother a car.
What are they doing with the car?
Please, yes. Because we need answers to that. And we heard a voice note of her saying, "Oh, I love my brother so much. I'm not happy I'm not going to be around for his birthday. But mommy, I would like you to give him this, that, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, what is all this?
Hey mom, how's everything? Hope your day's fine. So as you know, my brother's birthday is coming up soon, and I really, really want to do something special for him because I love him a lot, and you know, I'm excited and I'm sad that I'm not going to be there, so I want to give him a gift. Being that my allowance, I want you to take out of my allowance, I want you to use it to buy a car for my brother.
What's going on here? Yeah, well.
Where's he driving the car to?
Please.
Can he even drive the car?
Can he even have a driver's license?
What does he need a car for right now? I know.
Wait, AB, you're saying that you don't believe that it's possible for these celebrity kids, okay, to own cars or to gift themselves.
Can own cars.
Okay, they can own cars.
9-year-old.
He can own a car. I mean, Davido was gifted a car on his 10-year-old birthday.
Exactly.
Do you understand? But that was his father.
Okay, so the problem now is that
they did not say his elder brother or his sister.
But you know what I like about the voice note so much is like, "Mommy, I want you to take out of my savings."
Hey, what? How much is his savings?
Please.
How much is it? Please.
My own is may we reach that stage, because I don't want to be too doubtful about this whole thing. Even though I won't drink this Zobo, right?
I'm not drinking.
I don't want to be too doubtful.
It's a very cold Zobo.
I want to believe that there's a level of wealth. You understand?
Yeah, but I feel like
where some of these things are.
For this. I mean, maybe, I don't know what Lady Bakare was trying to achieve, but
here's my own reaction to this entire Zobo. First off, it's okay for the child to have a car. Trust me. I mean, let's not try and be like too backward. You understand? I mean, if we had the money, we probably would run all this kind of thing. But here's the thing. 9-year-old, I feel like that's too early. That's me being very sincere, because I feel like where's it going to? Do you understand? What does he need a car for right now? You get me? And why are they trying to create a narrative that it was a 13-year-old elder sister that got in the car?
What was that all about?
That was why you being extra
for me,
right now?
Generally, though, I believe it's possible, as a young child, to be really rich.
I remember back then, Davido's first baby mama, Sophie Momodi, came out to say, "Oh, I don't want my daughter to wear Rolex to
school."
And she was showing us. I'm like, "You're also doing the same. Why are you showing us? You could have as well just not show us the watch?
I understood what she was doing. I understood what she was doing. I understood what she was doing. Honestly,
explain.
I saw that video that time, and she was saying, that
the girl wanted her daughter wanted to school rather.
No Rolex to school. Take it off.
Yeah, so we can't do this. You already know. No Rolexes to school. We already talked about it. Don't give me that look.
So she was making a video while she was taking it.
Why was she doing that? Why did she put it on social media?
No,
why did she just
write to show discipline?
I think that's discipline. To be honest,
why did she have to show us the Rolex watch? That's my question.
Madichi, what do you do? What is that?
Anyways,
you can gift your 2-year-old a mansion.
I don't have a
buy an estate for your
putting it out that a 13-year-old gifted a 9-year-old.
Yes, that's
but
the issue.
Reality
that's the issue. Because you're helping them to live
I like to believe that some of these things are actually possible and some of them are actually happening.
It's possible.
I don't understand.
Even though I may not necessarily say this about her case, but I would like to believe that there are children of celebrity kids, of really wealthy people who actually have this access to wealth at really very young ages.
So I mean,
that's just we're not denying that.
We're kind of following the Western culture, but I used to watch what's it called, Sweet 16 when back then, and it was until you get to 16-year-old in the US that your dad will not give you one very exotic car. So what's a 9-year-old?
What's happening, right?
Well, let's leave that story. Let's leave that story.
Okay, and on a different note, actually, there's another story about a young lady who recently lost her life from complications of a cosmetic procedure that did not go very well, and she goes by the name Christabel. Yes, really sad. So there were clips online where her friends came and then were accusing the doctor who actually carried out this surgical procedure for her, and then they said this man did not even notify the family about her death. She started having complications after the procedure was done, and then she was bleeding, and all of a sudden, she lost her life in the process.
Sad.
And this man did not even notify, the family. They just told the friends and family after they had come, to the hospital looking for her that, oh, hey, look at this. This is, letter showing that she has been moved to the mortuary. So I think this is really sad. A lot of celebrities have come out to talk about this. One of them, which is ex-Big Brother housemate, Alex, unusual, yes, and she's come out and she has said, see, this whole thing is a very tragic thing, people trying to fix their bodies, I feel like if you're doing this, you are very insecure as a person, so I don't support it. I'm not telling people to do this. What do you see this as, to be honest? Because for me, I think this is really tragic. Many people, not just Alex, a lot of people are talking about it. Do you think it's right to do surgery on your body and all of that?
I would say, if someone is insecure about his or her body and decides to go under procedure or under the knife, it's fine, but make sure whatever you're doing it right and understand the risks that comes with it. Now there's a lot of disadvantage of this kind of thing because there are complications that could result from going on the knife. There's fat necrosis, there's blood clots.
So many things can happen.
But if according to what Alex is saying, that people that go under the knife have insecurity issues, I don't think that's a big deal. A lot of us have one thing that we're insecure about.
You can't define someone. If I have anxiety for something,
you can't generally say that person insecure person.
Exactly. I think what I would say is I don't know how much research she did before actually going to that particular hospital, because I remember Coco by Chloe coming out. She also had a BBL done, and she said if you have to go for this kind of thing, make adequate research. Don't just see something online and decide that
because it's cheap.
Exactly, because it's affordable, right?
Okay.
And one of the most important things is the aftercare. Aftercare is very important, not necessarily the surgery itself, because how well have you been taken care of after the surgery and all of that? So did she do enough research?
True.
Because it's okay to say, oh, the doctor was this, doctor was that.
People should also check for license, okay?
Exactly.
Make sure that
licenses. And also, I'll just say this, lastly, that we've had cases like this, even with the late
Stella Dama.
Stella Obasanjo. I beg your pardon.
Sorry.
So I think people should obviously be very careful, but I will not say that you're insecure just because you want to touch your body.
Yeah.
I just pray that their souls rest
in peace.
Let's go on a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Enjoy the simple moments where you get. Show your style, don't go limit yourself. I beg you, don't let worries scatter your head. Oh, don't forget, oh, make sure say you be yourself. Yeah, chop life, live life, do the things when go make you happy. Them know like I'm too much left. Everybody gets your flavor. Chop life, drink up, one glass of martini to step down. Them know like I'm too much left. Everybody gets your flavor. Oh, yeah, flavor. Elele, 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 yeah.
Multina, share happiness.
Fuze Unbothered.
I'm someone that anytime I hear violence in relationship, and I'm not even talking about marriage, I'm talking about relationship that has not even led to marriage, I find it very appalling. Why? I'm saying this because there's a story that is making around right now of a lady that was beaten to pulp. I beg your pardon. She was beaten to pulp. I saw the picture or the video rather of the aftermath of that incident, and her eyes were swollen. She looked weak. She was seated on the floor, could not even stand, and they said the guy that beat her to pulp was on the run, and this happened somewhere in Delta, I believe.
Yeah,
and
she was a 19-year-old.
19-year-old. You're in a relationship that is you're experiencing violence in a relation. I don't know how long they've been in the relationship, but you're 19-year-old.
I feel like this is not even the first or second time he's beating her, because for you to get to this point, it means there's been countless violence in the relationship, and you still stay there. That's why a lot of people, you say, okay, she's 19. First of all, what kind of relationship was that? I don't know. I don't want to say was that a young boy relationship kind of thing, but I mean, 19 years old. I mean, you need to have seen that video. She looks like a 91. Like, you even believe that person is 19 years. I'm like, what is this? That was the high. That was too much.
Violence makes
and we can't really say we don't know exactly what happened.
Like a criminal.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what happened. We don't know, but there is no justifiable reason for you to beat up whatever like that. That was too much.
You know, this is really bad, because we've been having conversations about how domestic violence should not be tolerated, especially, you know, we've been seeing it from male gender to female gender, but regardless of who's giving, gender, you know, who's on the receiving end, people have been talking about how toxic relationships should not be accepted, and I don't know how these things just keep happening. It's like, are people not watching the news? Are people not listening to radio? Are people not seeing all these things that are happening? Why would you see someone who's abusive towards you, you know, who is acting toxic, and you stay in that relationship?
I'm tempted to even ask, what's a 19-year-old in a relationship? But anyways. Okay.
Marie, when you were 19-year-old, were you single?
I said I'm tempted. I did not say. I said
were you actually single when you were 19?
I was not single. That was me. I started dating at 18.
Don't even go there, okay?
Because just read your books if it's going to result to this. I mean,
but I think I will just say that, you know, one of the things I'll say now is that there are signs when it comes to this topic, and it always starts.
It doesn't get.
I'm saying maybe you guys have money.
Verbally, it starts verbally. I will just
emotional abuse.
Yeah. So the person is always trying to gaslight you. You know, the person doesn't have any problems saying certain types of words to you. Just know that kind of person is capable of a lot of violence.
Yeah,
that's just the truth.
All right, guys. So I mean, regardless, we need to keep educating people about all these things. Flee. Don't say I love him, I can change him. Hello.
Change where?
This is not.
Change where?
This is not Mary Jane and Superman. I can no. Don't worry. You know. Do you watch the Hulk? You know, when one lady comes to touch the doctor and he just comes down from the Hulk and turns to the scientist. See. Hello. Wake up. All right, guys. This is the Much Weekend Take today on Fuze Unbothered. Do not forget to join the conversation online YouTube, the Fuze. Subscribe and turn on your notification on Instagram, Fuze
That's
Local.
Right.
All right, you can also link up with me at AB_AKYNZ.
And you can link up with me at _Medici.
You find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby.
This is where we have to wrap it up. Until next time, stay fused,
baby.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.